Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today's video, we're doing a tag that was started by Cassie Thorpe. Thank you so much to Cassie for tagging me in this video. If for some reason you aren't already following her, I really recommend that you do. After you finish watching mine, I'm gonna have her information linked down below in the description box. So please go check her out if you haven't already. I was also tagged by a couple of other wonderful people. They will all be linked down below in the description box. So thank you so much to everyone who tagged me to do this, and let's get started. Okay, so now we're gonna imagine a worst case scenario where all of my handbags are gone and I'm given $10,000 to rebuild my entire collection, but that's it. That's it. What would I do with $10,000 for the rest of my life? One thing I do want to say though is that I mainly shop on the pre-loved market, so really just to highlight what $10,000 can do. If you look at my entire collection, it's worth about $11,000. For the sake of having this video not go in a million directions and being 45 minutes long, because trust me, I could do that too, I decided to limit myself to only one pre-loved bag and one vintage bag. I think you're gonna know what the vintage one is. Mainly on this list, I went with new current collection pieces, which was not easy for me to do. And to further highlight what $10,000 can do, I'm gonna leave my video I did a couple of weeks ago, which is the look for less, save on your splurges video, just so you can sort of get an idea of what you can do to get a similar look and spend a lot less money in the process. So I'm gonna have that video linked down below in the description box. Please go check that one out if you want to stretch your dollars a little bit further the way I had to in this video. If I would have used some of those tips, then we could be sitting here for like an hour. But anyways, check the video out. Please let me know in the comments down below what you would do with $10,000. So when I was thinking about the bags that I would pick for this video, initially I wanted to go for the Chanel Caviar Medium Flap with silver hardware in black. I absolutely love this bag. However, the Chanel Medium Flap has been taken off of the list, honestly, because of these price increases. There will be a price increase happening as of today. I think it's happening maybe in like a week or so. It starts on November 1st. And I think the medium flap has gone to, I want to say it's like now $6,000. And just to go on a little bit of a brief rant, because I feel like they deserve it. Honestly, I believe that that's one bag that you can buy and never really have to buy a handbag again. I don't think though that that level of versatility justifies the percentage of the entire budget that it eats up. Basically what I'm saying is that I think that their pricing has finally gotten to the point where it's completely outrageous. And I know that this might be sacrilege in the Lutz community to say, but I'm sorry, but Chanel is not the only game in town. There's a ton of other great designers, and literally looking at it through the lens of this video and just comparing what I was able to do with the money spent potentially on the Chanel flap versus getting like 3 to 4 other bags, I'm out on Chanel for the time being. I really do love it. It's one of the few brands that I've consistently liked the designs of. Gucci for me has kind of gotten a little bit crazy. Louis Vuitton is just out there doing weird stuff, and Chanel has been very consistent in you know, bringing out just beautiful and well thought out designs. However, I think their prices have finally reached a point where I think that they're crazy. Like, no. That's one that I had on my list until I saw that headline on I think like Purse Bop or something, that they're increasing the prices again. And do I really want, and I was really thinking for this video, do I really want 60% of my budget all in one bag? And to me, the answer is no. So the first bag that I actually would purchase with my $10,000 budget would be, and this may surprise you or it may not, because I've been talking about this bag nonstop ever since I saw it for the first time, and that is the Christian Dior Montaigne 30 in black box leather with the gold hardware. You guys, I love this bag. I think it's timeless. I think it's classic, and I love the size. I think it's very versatile. I think that you could use it day to night. I think that it could work as a clutch. There's just so many different ways. Wear it with jeans during the day to the grocery store. You could wear it on a night out. I just think that this bag is absolute perfection. I love that it has a pocket on the back. That is one of my biggest pet peeves with bags with a flap. I will not buy a flap bag without a pocket in the back. That is like one of my things that like gets into my soul with handbags. So that bag to me is absolute perfection. That one comes in at $3,550, and again, there's been a lot of news of price increases over the last couple of days, so if I am slightly incorrect by that, please forgive. Definitely the most expensive bag on the list, and so that is a little more than a third of my entire bag budget goes to the Dior Montaigne 30. This is a bag I feel like will be able to carry you from season to season. You'll be able to wear this at any point in your life. No one is too old or too young or too big or too small or, you know, too casual or too trendy for this bag. I absolutely love it, and I've decided that this is a bag I definitely am going to own at some point. Mark my words. So, my next bag that I would add is one that I do own. This is the Givenchy Mini Antigona. Again, shiny black box leather. Now initially I was thinking that it would be a little bit redundant to have two shiny box leathers in as a part of this collection, but I think that these are two very different bags. I think the capacity on them is probably slightly the same, but I just think that the overall look is a bit different. Also, again, this is another very specific pet peeve of mine, but gold hardware versus silver hardware here on the Mini Antigona. I wear a lot of like metallic shoes, and it would bother me to wear silver shoes and carry a bag with gold hardware. Unless I was like deliberately mixing metals in my outfit, then it would be fine. But just generally speaking, if I'm wearing silver shoes, which I do quite often for some reason, that's like a thing that I do. I don't know. Then I would want a bag with silver hardware, and that is just such a sticking point to me that I would actually incorporate it into this, you know, dream worst case scenario. What I love about this bag is that it's really spacious. I've talked a whole bunch about it, and if you guys have seen my Instagram, you know that I carry this bag a ton. But it's really spacious, and I just think that it dresses up or down very, very well. Again, versatility on this list is absolutely everything. This bag retails for $1,790, which again is an amazing price. It's getting increasingly hard to find great bags under the $2,000 mark, and I think this really, really hits the mark. Third bag on my list, I have to go to the pre-love market. Again, I wanted to challenge myself and do as much new as possible, but I really love this bag and they don't make it anymore. So the bag I'm talking about is the Saint Laurent Matelassé Chevron Shopper tote. I would get it in gray poudre leather with silver hardware. This bag actually now is on my wish list at the moment. It's like a bag I'm like dying over this bag right now for some reason, and I'm trying to find one on the pre-love market. But this right here would be like my work bag, my travel bag, because you see the two other bags that I picked are more like, you know, everyday, and I actually happen to be a big bag person. I carry big bags almost exclusively. Like the smaller bags I do carry maybe on a couple of days when I'm off work or whatever, but just generally speaking, I'm carrying a laptop, I'm carrying a full-size wallet, I'm carrying an iPad, I'm carrying all kinds of stuff. I would need something larger and definitely something durable. The Saint Laurent grained leather is amazing, and this bag is absolutely beautiful. So it's big enough for a laptop. It would be perfect for work and travel and things like that. I would try to budget to find this bag in, I think, maybe the $1,500 range. It might be slightly more, it might be slightly less. That is one that I would have to get on the pre-love market because they don't make it anymore. I'll show you a picture of the one that they make now. That one's kind of just like a little like blah to me, honestly. Like, I think the original version is just so much better. I don't know why they would have discontinued it, but such is life, I suppose. And I'm gonna do something different that I haven't seen anyone else do. I'm gonna include SLGs in this video. So again, if you guys have been with me for a while, you know, oh yes, Louis Vuitton jean wallet. I'm including this because I figure, like, I know me and I wouldn't want to have a non-designer wallet in a collection, in a $10,000 collection of designer bags. For me, I don't know, that wouldn't be my thing. I don't know. That is probably really weird and it doesn't make any sense, but it's just how I feel. I don't know. This retails at $570 in Louis Vuitton. It's a full-size wallet with a button flap back pocket, and you're basically getting 2 wallets for the price of 1. With a budget limited the way this is, you need your options. Versatility is everything, and to get a card holder along with a full-size wallet, I think it just absolutely cannot be beat. So $570 goes right here for a wallet and card holder. Next, key holder. Now, I doubt that I would be able to get a Chanel one. I bet the Chanel ones are probably like anywhere from $400 to $600, and that's not what I would want to spend on something like this. So I would go for a Louis Vuitton. I'd get the Damier Ebene key ring, and those are $250. Again, I think that because some of the bags that I chose have leather interiors, you just don't want to have like your keys like all naked inside of your handbag. It's just really bad for the lining. So to keep them all safe and compact in something like this, I think is super important, because once again, these are the bags that are going to have to last us for the entirety of our lives. We need to take care of them, and $250 out of $10,000 is worth it in my eyes. Next item on my list is the Louis Vuitton Speedy 35 Damier Ebene with the bandolier strap. That one retails for $1470, and I picked this bag because I wanted to have something that was also roomy and spacious that could act as a work or travel bag, to switch between the Saint Laurent bag that I picked earlier in the video and have something else to lean back on if I, let's say, you know, was going in a different direction with an outfit or needed to carry larger stuff, or just wanted to switch it up for the day. And because the other thing that I really have to encourage is, and I've talked about this before, like, to use the same bag every single day is not good for the bag. That's not to say don't use your bags. What it does mean is just, you know, rotate them regularly. I think that's, you know, pretty straightforward. The more you use a bag, the more worn it's going to get. And if these have to last us for the rest of our lives, then maybe we should have a backup, maybe we should have a spare. I went for the Speedy bandolier rather than the Never Full because I want all the space and capacity, but I really am into top handles with with long shoulder straps, and I wanted to have a different shape than the YSL shopper tote gave. So wanted similar capacity and similar use, but just different shape and different styles. Adding the Speedy 35 to my list at $1,470 leaves me with $870 to remain. To which I say, I'm gonna go vintage, and I'm gonna add something directly from my own collection. Now, we are talking my birth year bag. This is the Louis Vuitton Monogram St. Cloud GM. I can't live my life without this bag. So I would budget around $500 for this bag. And because I think the collection that I made is kind of okay, what I would do with the rest is spend $300 to buy the strap, just like I did. So that really totals this bag out to being $800, which is a lot for this if you think about it. Ultimately, I think that for a lifetime collection, $300 spent, for me at least, is better suited to make this usable for crossbody, make it usable for, you know, rain, and just make it a little bit more versatile. So I would take my $300 and buy this strap and add it to this bag that I budgeted around $500 for it. Also, you know, some sentimental value, because this is actually my birth year bag. If I were to be able to find another one of those, that would be even better. That would be unlikely. I mean, even outside of the sentimental value, I just think this is a really practical bag, and I just love it. That leaves me with $70, and I would use that $70 to get myself a purse organizer for the Speedy 35, because there's no way in hell I would carry that bag without one. Let me see, so what did I get? So with $10,000, I was able to find myself 5 bags, 2 SLGs, a strap, and a bag organizer. So that's my 10,000, and I think I did pretty well considering I only went pre-loved technically twice, but I think vintage is different, you know what I mean? So, but yeah, 1 pre-loved bag, 1 vintage bag, and the rest new, and I got five bags out of it. I so enjoyed making this video and doing this tag. I'm gonna tag a couple of ladies down below in the description box. A lot of people have done it already, so I'm gonna try and pick people who haven't. Let's cross our fingers. Hopefully I don't get this wrong, because sometimes I do. But I do want to hear what your picks are as well, and also tell me how you feel about these Chanel price increases, because I so badly wanted to have the Chanel medium flap on my list, and I just really, in my heart, even as like insignificant as this is, I just could not justify it taking up 60% of my entire budget. Let me know what you guys think. If you guys enjoyed this, be sure to check out my look for less video if you haven't seen it already, because that's sort of the way to get the most bang for your buck on a limited budget. So go check out that video, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.